the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Here we go.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
On one, ready?
And they'll give here to Charbonnet on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here we go.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
On 2, ready?
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1, ready?
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. There's Charbonnet once again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Burrow changing things up here.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
11.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Charbonnet is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. To throw on 2nd down, Flanagan. His first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
Now Burrow on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
12. 11 empty. 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
11. They gotta go.
And Burrow going to throw again. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Flanagan. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals, JD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
It has absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Yeah, this will be caught by his big wide receiver. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flanagan. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw. Flanagan. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I'm fine, ready? 11 mighty, 11 MT, gotta go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Gun.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and the round is on. It's 24-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Striker, 3-3. Mike, white. Right through.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. 3rd and 19.
Yellow, go. Yellow, go. Steel, black. Ready?
Looking to throw. Flanagan. Flushed out right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Ready.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flanagan. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Screen pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get footy, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11. Hey, we got to go score. Ready, stop.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the 1st half of this divisional round matchup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27.
11 mighty, 11 Mike, 11 MT, 11 MT.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
11 MT tape, 11 MT tape, 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And round is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on 2nd down. Flanagan. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Flanagan. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Hey, green. Black stuff.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Back to throw again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the 1st half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the 2nd half.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get 1st half scores just like this one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Ready?
A final shot before break. Flanagan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive. Flanagan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Flanagan. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on 3rd and long. Flanagan going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They go play action with Burrow. Dancing to his left. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now it's Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for Cincinnati. 57 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
11, Thomas.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Here we go.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here we go. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty.
They'll run out of the gun, and this is going to be a reverse here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Flanagan. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4.
And the Raiders first down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flanagan eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off play action. Flanagan. And now here is another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
12.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On one, ready?
3rd and 3.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. That.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Charbonnet. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Charbonnet taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Flanagan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Murphy drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go. Blue striker. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, red. Black ultra. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
And they will take a knee here.
On 2. Stop.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's your turn.
And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
Oh no. Oh no. Come on now.
You guys need to be quiet. I'm trying to sleep.
Uh-oh.
Order Popeyes in the 111 hours with his mom and get a 6-piece free when you spend $10 online.
Imagine optimizing your production, lowering spend, and boosting sleep.
Here's Johnny. Hey, is somebody there?
Oh no, oh no.
I just beat this nigga so bad. 48-0. Damn. Nigga threw 7 picks. Sheesh.
It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.